The first thing that we're going to talk about very briefly is automated locale distribution. As some of you will remember, I did this with Shakespearean Shade. Back then, you had to download your skill using the CLI, update your package JSON, upload your skill, resubmit it for certification, and then you would automatically pretty much get certified very quickly for your home locale that you had started in the first place. But then you would have to wait for them to certify you for the other locales. Now, this has been added to the developer console, so you can update this pretty easily in the distribution panel of the developer console when you submit for certification. Now, if you're just resubmitting to add automatic distribution, recertification for your existing locale should be pretty quick and easy, and you shouldn't have major disruptions. Then it may take a day or two for the other locales to get added in as they certify them for each locale, because each locale has some different rules. For example, my Shakespearean Shade skill got quickly certified for Canada and England, but did not get certified, and this is a face touch count. This did not get certified for Australia and India. So it is, we're still working on making certification less of a black box for everybody, but it's still a pretty good thing, and it really helps to expand the reach of your skills. The second thing we've done, fallback intent, which people use to handle utterances that they didn't expect. That has been extended to Hindi and Portuguese for India and Brazil, HI-IN and PT-BR. I'm sorry I'm not showing the links on my screen. We are still having a little bit of technical difficulties. I was trying to do a screen share with my setup on the home computer, and it wasn't showing. I will debug that so that next time I stream, everything is wonderful. All right, the last thing, and I will add a link in here for this because this is pretty cool. We have shared slot types between skills. So you can actually create a shared slot type independent of your skill with various slot values that can be used, and then you can import them into your skills. Now, this is not in the developer console. You will have to use the API. Yes, thank you. Okay, I can't share my screen, so I blame Joe. We're gonna blame Joe for everything today. Everything that has happened today is Joe's fault. Ooh. All right. All right. So that's pretty much it on the software side. As I said, the shared slots is really cool. I definitely encourage you to go look at the documentation there. I was messing around with it yesterday. It's a little difficult to wrap my head around, but it was possible. Definitely, I would recommend, unless you really like using raw API calls, use the CLI. It makes it a lot simpler. So then I would go to, we're adding hardware, as I mentioned in our previous attempt at this, where we had the technical difficulties. Our team is now handling hardware. So we're handling smart home and the Alexa voice service, and we're helping developers of hardware with that and of smart home software. So we have 2 new items. Let me throw in links for those. There we go. Okay, I may not have the right links. Unfortunately, yeah, because I am unfortunately, because I am on my home machine, I don't have access to Amazon Network resources, so I had to throw a couple things into a chat real quick, jump over to my machine. Um, I will be better prepared next time. Uh, what we're going to say is there are two items. One is that we have a new analytic metric for the change report accuracy rate in smart home items, and that says you can now monitor the accuracy of your change report events sent to Alexa in the analytics page of the developer console. The new change report page shows the accuracy rate of these change reports as perceived by Alexa when a report state directive is sent, helping you test and confirm your device events are reporting correctly. So that's going to be very useful for testing and making sure that everything's working correctly on your smart home devices. The other thing is that we've added a smart home live debugger to test and see, add or update report and delete report events that Alexa receives from your smart home devices, in addition to change report events. Now you can test that Alexa is accurately receiving your proactive events when a user adds a new endpoint or updates an existing endpoint, and when a user removes an endpoint from their account. So that's going to be really useful if you are developing smart home devices. You get a lot more debugging information, especially around the reporting of the events. More metrics, always helpful, always useful. More debugging tools, always helpful, always useful. You know, it helps, nothing worse than when you're developing and you just can't see into what you need to see into to understand why you're getting an error or why something isn't working. So more debugging, more developer tools. We love it. I know you love it. Everybody's going to be happy. So this uh, this is it. This was a very short one today because we only had these 5 items. Glad to have you here. Glad to have you with us. So thanks for joining. I'm going to end the stream now.